Shalom Mashpatah. May peace, serenity, and prosperity be multiplied unto you all. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, can you hear me? Hope y'all can hear me good. So, wanted to do a quick lesson. Wanted to do a real quick lesson on the choices we make every day and which way they compound each and every day. See, the Most High has given us the power of choice. And many people make their choices every day, and those choices compound. And they compound and give us various results in this life. And those choices, right? Those choices are between life and death. The spirit and the flesh. Right? The spirit being the kingdom of Yah, and the flesh being this world. So when you all think of life and death, the spirit is life and the flesh is death. I'm going to open it up with a precept here. This is Deuteronomy chapter 11, verses 26 through 28. And it reads, "Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if ye obey the commandments of Yahweh your God, which I command you this day. And a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of Yahweh your God, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods which ye have not known." So let's meditate on this real quickly. Mashpaka. The Most High said he set before us this day a blessing and a curse. So to backtrack on what I said earlier, opening this video up with, I said that we choose between life and death, the flesh and the spirit, or the spirit and the flesh. So when the Most High said he sets before us this day a blessing and a curse, we need to equate the blessing with the spirit and the curse with the flesh. And the blessing being of the spirit is obeying the commandments of Yah. And the curse being the flesh is to disobey the commandments of Yah, but to turn aside and go the opposite way, which are after the other gods, right? Because when it's all said and done, if we're not acting within the spirit, if we're not acting to obey the commandments, we're obeying something else. That's what we must take in consideration. We're obeying something else. And what we're obeying coincides with the flesh. And yes, your flesh can be a god. If you set that over the Most High and you're giving in to it, you have made your flesh a god. Your flesh then becomes interconnected with many other idols, which it goes a whoring after. So, nobody has an excuse regarding this situation, Mashrakan. Nobody has an excuse. That's right. Nobody has an excuse. Nobody can say, oh, it was the way I was brought up, or it's my culture, or it's my religion. Nobody has an excuse. Here's why. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verses 11 through 14. For this commandment which I command thee this day is not hidden far from thee, neither is it far off. It is not in heaven, that thou shouldest say, who shall go up for us to heaven, and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. Neither is it beyond the sea, that thou shouldest say, who shall go over the sea for us, and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. Verse 14. But the word is very nigh unto thee, in thy mouth and in thy heart, that thou mayest do it. So there you have it. That's why nobody has an excuse. Nobody walking this earth has an excuse. Most High said he has made it near. He has made it very near. So when you think about these other countries, right, that have outlawed the word of Yah, there's still no excuse. I mean, even as we speak right now, in those countries where the Most High's word is outlawed, you still have individuals that find their way to get to it. So it's still there, even though the wickedness of their leaders try to ban it. It's still there. Now, if they get caught with it, that's another story. But it's not far off. It's not in heaven. It's not over the seas. It's there. Believe that. It's there. Moving on to the next group of precepts here. We're going to go to the book of Romans, chapter 8, verses 4 through 8. And it reads, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. So I'm going to stop right there for a second. That goes back to the choice that Yah said he's given us. He sets before us a blessing and a curse, as Deuteronomy 11:26 says. Fast forward to Romans 8 and 4 and 8 and 5, specifically Romans 8 and 5. It says, those that are after the Spirit mind the things of the Spirit, and those that are after the flesh mind the things of the flesh. So here again, we see there is no excuse. Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So we wonder why many people who are of the world don't have any true peace. No true peace at all, because peace is of the spirit. It is of a Wakwadash. How can anyone expect any type of true peace when they're living after their belly, after their own carnal desires of their belly, of their flesh? You can't expect to have true peace doing that, because true peace is of a Wakwadash, the Holy Spirit. Let's read that again for reiteration. Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Let's continue on to Romans 8:7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yah, for it is not subject to the law of Yah, neither indeed can be. So we just found out a little bit more about that carnal mind, that carnal desire, being of the flesh. It is enmity against Yah. Meaning, once somebody is given over to their flesh, right? They follow their flesh. They obey the will of their flesh. They are in direct opposition against Yah. I'll read it again for reiteration. Romans chapter 8, verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yah, for it is not subject to the law of Yah, neither indeed can be. So you may see these carnal folks still mention God in their speech, but they're still at enmity with Yah. A lot of them even love to swear by the name of God, or the title of Yah, right? God. Yet they are still at enmity with Yah. Romans 8:8. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yah. So these same individuals that are after their own desires, in direct disobedience against Yah, cannot please Yah while they're in that mentality, while they're in that desire of their flesh. They're not pleasing at all to the Father. But moving on to this last precept before I close this quick live stream out, I want to go to the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So, to recap, your choices are between life and death. Life being the Spirit, or Wakwadash, the Holy Spirit. Death being the flesh and the world. And we know that we've been given a choice to follow after one or the other. In totality. Overall, we follow after one or the other. And the choice to follow after the Spirit has been made very near by the Most High. He has put it very close to us to follow after the Spirit. So therefore, there is no excuse if one chooses to follow after the flesh. So with that being in consideration, we know that those who mind the things of the Spirit, the things of Yah, do go after the things of the Spirit and the things of Yah. But those who mind the things of the flesh go after the things of the flesh, which are the things of this world. And we know they that go after the things of the flesh, which are the things of this world, are in direct opposition to Yah. Meaning they cannot please Yah, while they make the things of this world, the things of the flesh, their main desire to follow after. And we know if we want to be in good standing with Yah, we obey his commands. And one way to obey these commands is to have a hatred for the world. We aren't to love the world. We are supposed to hate the things of evil and love the things of Yah, the things of righteousness. We aren't supposed to want any direct dealings with the things of this world, the things of the flesh, the things of death. But we are to desire the things of the Spirit, the things of life, the things of the righteousness of Yah. With that being said, may peace, serenity, and prosperity be multiplied unto you all. Shalom.